Welcome to Slash and Thrash, your place for all things horror, metal, and all the entertainment we love. It is an album review day, and today's album review will be Ozzy Osbourne's Ordinary Man. Ordinary Man is a 2020 album released by the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne. Elements of this album that I like consist of, but are not limited to, his experiences with drugs and what he had to go through. The fact that Ozzy is indeed ordinary, but he doesn't want to die that way. It's a very uplifting message. Killer, upbeat rock anthems that reminisce of the 80s Ozzy. A little bit of dark, depressing subject matter. It's bittersweet, but it's still, still welcome. And just a pinch of Elton John for good measure. Elements of this album that I did not care for. Post Malone. Really anything that he has to do with, I just instantly loathe. I don't know what it is about this guy. But this isn't about his 15 minutes of fame. This is about Ozzy's awesome career and this new album. Now, let's go over the track list, and I will give an idea from each song of how it hits me. Track 1, Straight to Hell. This album takes off with a punch right out of the gate. For a modern day Ozzy song, I think that this one really hits hard for the first song on the album, and this is more or less one of my favorite songs on the album because of that. Track 2, All My Life. Now this one still rocks, but it's on a bit of the emotional side compared to some of the other tracks on this album. Track 3, Goodbye. Right away, as soon as I saw the title of this song, I thought it was going to be one of those sad songs, because is this about Ozzy saying goodbye to his family, friends, and fans? Maybe, I don't know. All I do know is that it's a pretty good song, and it has a catchy melody that you will be humming for the next 3 weeks at least. Track 4, Ordinary Man. Now this is one of those tracks that was released way before the album was done, and I liked it then and I still like it now, and I'm really glad how it incorporates Elton John. No matter what you think of the guy, you got to admit that he is legendary in his own right, and him combined with Ozzy and utilized for this song, it just incorporates two awesome legendary artists into one track, and I think they do a swell job. And just the message of this song, how they don't want to be an ordinary person. That's just so human to me. It's, you want to be extraordinary. You want to be something special. I dig it. Track 5, Under the Graveyard. And funny enough, this was another song that was released way before the album was done. And I actually thought that I may have dreamt this song. I heard it on the album again when I listened to the album entirely for the first time. And I was like, I know that song from somewhere, but I can't place it. Funny enough, it was actually Ozzy, and I didn't just dream it, so good, because if I would have dreamt it and I would have made it, it would have sucked shit. This is a good song. Check it out. It has a cool video as well. Track number 6, Eat Me. Now this song is, I feel, one of those tongue-in-cheek songs off the album. I mean, it's still a good song. It's a nice headbanger to, do the dishes to. Track number 7, Today is the End. Now, I don't know what it is about this song, but to me, it just seems like a cross between Osmosis and 2007's Black Rain. I mean, it's a little eerie in the verses, but then it really kicks in during the chorus. Cool track. Track 8, Scary Little Green Men. This song hits me as if you took No More Tears Ozzy and combined it with Diary of a Madman Ozzy. It's very headbanger-esque. And, it has like that signature Ozzy chorus on the guitar, that chorus effect. And then it's like a very sing-along chorus during the chorus. So I really hope that the video turns out pretty cool as well, because I think the song deserves it. Track 9, Holy for Tonight. Now this one seems okay. It's a little bit more of an emotional one. Like a lot of Ozzy songs, it uses, the guitar modes, and it really brings it into that Beatles level of good. It goes from one emotion while it eases into the next emotion, if that makes sense. A lot of Ozzy's 80s stuff did that, and I think it brought it full circle to this album. Track 10, It's a Raid. Now, from before, you can probably already tell, I'm not a big rap guy, I'm not a big Post Malone guy. Anyway, I can't lie, this song is one of the more hard-hitting songs on the album, and if this is what Ozzy needed to finish this album, well then thank you, because this song kicks ass. this is one of the better songs on the album, in my opinion. This is one of those infectious tracks that you're going to want to headbang to. Track 11, Take What You Want. I could really care less for this song. I could care less if it was on the album, not on the album. This is one of those songs it feels like a 12-year-old would put this on because of their first breakup. Like, oh my god. It's one of those songs. I don't like this song at all. This is one of the, weaker songs on the whole album. I don't know why the whole album just couldn't end on It's a Raid instead of this track, because maybe they threw this on at the last minute. I know that they recorded this a while back, so I'm just not a fan of this song at all. So if I'm going to re-listen to this album, I'm going to stop at track 10. This song just does not do it for me. Now, it's the rating time. I will give Ozzy Osbourne's Ordinary Man a whopping 3 out of 5 stars. Now, he has had better albums in the past, obviously. However, I'm not going to knock this album. It was still pretty decent for modern day Ozzy. This is more modern day Ozzy, and you can tell that. You can tell that this is not wild, crazy antics 80s Ozzy. I feel that this is Ozzy reconciling with his past. Like, this is what he had to do to move on. This is what he had to make. Maybe I'm thinking about that too much. Sometimes the artist's work makes more sense to the artist before it makes sense to the fans. But I think as time goes on, this album will probably grow on me a little bit more. But for now, I think it's a pretty decent album. It's, 3 stars out of 5. Well, that is all I have for you on this episode of Album Reviews. If you enjoyed this album review, please push like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe. And there's plenty more horror and metal related videos on my channel to check out if you feel like it. And hit that bell to get notified for every other time that I upload a new video. Thank you very much for watching this episode. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Until next time, keep thrashing, metalheads.